Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do another Ranking the Franchise. Today I'm going to concentrate on the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, in which I'm going to list my least favorite film to my favorite. Keep in mind that this is only my opinion and how I view the films. So without further ado, let's get started. Coming up last, and this shouldn't be a big surprise, A Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. Now, it's no big secret I am not incredibly fond of this film. It is one I do actually want to revisit because I always like to give films the benefit of the doubt. And, maybe there's something I didn't see before, or, kind of have in mind to do this on like maybe a second chance cinema. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to revisit it. But as of right now, it does come in last. So that is A Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. Coming up next, Freddy's Dead, the Final Nightmare. I still like Freddy's Dead. It is I don't know. Some of it I don't particularly care for. I don't really like the end sequence that much with the 3D glasses and all that. I don't know. I see what they were going for with it, but it just, to me, it wasn't, I don't know, it just wasn't great execution. But, and that is Freddy's Dead, the Final Nightmare. Coming up next, A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Now, 4 and 5 are where the series started to downward spiral for me. I don't know, it just became a little too hokey for me. I do like the films, but they're definitely not my favorites. It just seemed like they relied a little too much on Freddy's one-liners, and he just, I don't know, he just wasn't scary anymore. Not that he ever really scared me to begin with, but the whole idea of a horror icon, just kind of went out the window with that one, and the fourth one as well. So, that is A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Coming up next, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Like I just said, I'm not the biggest fan of Part 4 and Part 5. While I do like the films, I just felt that they were a little too hokey and kind of turned Freddy into a joke. So, that's kind of where they stand right now. Coming up next, Freddy vs. Jason. And I'm going to include this in the Nightmare on Elm Street because I feel it is a little bit more of a Nightmare on Elm Street film rather than a Friday the 13th film. Because the story kind of revolves around Freddy a little bit more than Jason. But I do like this film. I like it a lot. We're getting into the movies that I tend to rewatch a little bit more than some of the others. So, this is Freddy vs. Jason. Coming up next, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I think this is a brilliant film. I really enjoyed the way they did it. I thought the overall concept was really, really executed well. Unfortunately, as I do like it a lot, it tends to lose a little something with every watch. Maybe it's because I already know the storyline, and that was what I liked the best, was the way it was written. I don't know. It's just me. I'm weird. But that is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Now we're down to the top three. Coming up next, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. I do like this film. I think it is incredibly underrated. Um, I'm sure a lot of people would put that close to last in their list, but I have always liked it. I don't. There's just something about it I liked. I think the kills are really cool. I think a lot of the scenes are very inventive, and I don't know. I've just always been a fan. But that is A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Coming in at number 2, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. This was one of my favorite movie-going experiences when I was younger. I really enjoyed this film. To me, it just... Normally in the 80s and in the 90s when you have sequels, normally they go downhill with each sequel. To me, this one, like I said, it was better than the second one, and in my mind, it is very close to the original Nightmare on Elm Street for me. Which leaves number 1, A Nightmare on Elm Street. This is a fantastic film. I loved it ever since I first saw it. It's just, in my opinion, it's very inventive, and it is definitely Wes Craven at his best. Rest in peace, Wes Craven. But those are my rankings. Interested to hear yours? Comment down below, or do your own video. If you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.